channel. This is Plans with Stacy. I'm Stacy. I don't know how you found my channel, but I am so glad that you did. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We have so much fun here on the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. So today we are going to be planning in our classic size Live Love Posh planner for the week of January 19th through January 25th. So this is my fourth spread in my 2026 planner, and I just want to let y'all know that I did change my planner lineup. So I know in another video I mentioned that I was going to use this undated happy planner. I set this up. I wasn't really feeling the cover because I don't know. I just wasn't feeling dating this planner right now. So I was going to save it for another time, but just not this year. And so I ended up ordering a Live Love Posh planner, which came with the planner. And then I ordered dividers from Amazon. They're clear dividers. And then I ordered some side dividers and then the little tab, monthly tabs. So I labeled my tabs, and then I have some top tabs that I ordered from Amazon as well. So I loved the layout of this planner because I had it last year in my 2025 planner from Live Love Posh. The only thing is I did not spend as much time in this planner as I would have liked to. And so there's a lot of blank pages. I'm sure there's about 60% of the planner that is blank. I tried to go back in and catch it up and ended up just falling off the wagon. So my goal this year is to try to be very intentional with my planning, making sure that I am picking up my planner every single day. And so far, so good. So the layout is the same as this one. So I'm going to show you this one. The first three spreads that I've done in my 2026 planner are posted on my Instagram. I will link that down below if you don't already follow me there. But you get a little currently page, which I love this page. It's very simplistic. I don't necessarily decorate this page, and I feel like in previous planners I was forced to kind of decorate it because there was so much open space. But I love the fact that I can just write things in. And what I do in my planner now is I will highlight the days that I need something important, and then I'll make like a little key over here of what the highlights mean. So for instance, if it's my work schedule, then I'll just put out my work schedule, and then over here I'll make a dot work schedule, and then paydays and birthdays or whatever. I just make like a little key. And then as far as the monthly bill section, what I started doing in my 2025 planner was I whited this out and I put like exercise. And so I would put down what exercise I did, how many minutes it was, how many calories did I burn, and then monthly priorities and goals I left the same. And so then this is the monthly layout of the planner. I'm just showing you this one because it's the same as my 2026 one. And then I think it is. Hold on. It may not be. Let me just go to this one. Let me go to a month that has nothing on it. No, it's not the same. So this is the monthly layout. The other one had the little boxes up here, so this one does not. And then you get your weekly pages. And of course you get all your weeks. And then it goes to the next month. So then I have my little clear divider, which you can see through, and then I have my little tabs labeled for what I need them labeled for. So what I love about this planner is that I have been reading a lot more this year, and so it has like a book tracker in here, and then you get the year to glance, and then your holidays and observances. I'm going to skip this page because it has sensitive information, but you get all of the calendars laid out, so you get like a calendar view at a glance. So you have each month and their corresponding days. So what I'm doing with this so far is writing in birthdays, holidays, my work schedule, vacation schedule, whatever, and then I can just kind of quickly see just by looking at this page what's coming up for that particular month. And then my word of the year is consistent. It's supposed to be consistency, but the stencil that I used, I ran out of room, so it's just consistent. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this page, the 2026 year in pixels. I'm doing this in a bullet journal, so I don't necessarily need it in here, but I'll probably figure something out just to have this page filled out. And then if I don't like it, then I can always get the one from 2025 because I didn't do anything with that one. The next two pages is when did I last, and then my bill tracker. I'm going to skip that. And then we get into the books. So far I have read 5 books. I've actually read 6. I just need to put in the 6th one. And then I'm going to color this and keep up with the books that I've been reading so far. And then on the next page is blank, but I just wrote in the names of the books that I read, who wrote the book, and then the dates that I read those books. I don't necessarily care about the star rating because I keep up with that somewhere else. So I have multiple places with keeping up with my spread. And then you go into the January currently page. So I'm not going to show you that because it's, again, personal information. And then I also bought these dividers that have little pockets. They're different colors that I got from Amazon. And I'm going to just slide these in there because I jot down a lot of notes and things that I need to keep up with. And I don't always want to put them in the planner because then I'll lose the page. So I'll just put them in a little folder in front of wherever I need it and stuff it in the pocket there. So that is the planner that we're using this year. I had the little purple planner that was probably about this size. I ended up giving that away on Christmas. I just left it with my family and I was like, here, y'all want a planner? And left it with them. So this is a bullet journal. I will be keeping up with this, but I won't necessarily be posting videos about my bullet journaling attempt because I'm just not that great at it. But so far I am enjoying this. This is something cute and something I can just take with me very quickly. And I will be keeping up with that. I actually have to go in and do my February and then my January review because I think what I'm going to do as far as like my January recap. So I have the weekly pages and then this is kind of what they look like. And then as far as this page goes, I think I want to put like some diamonds or something and have 4 little sections. And then I'm going to put how many books I read, current trending events, a gratitude corner, and then like where I can improve for the next month going forward. And I'll keep up with it like that. But I haven't really figured out my layout for the bullet journal yet. But this will not be featured on the channel. So I'll be using a bullet journal. I'll be using the new 2026 dated planner. And then I will be using my iPad as well for digital planning. And so that is pretty much it. And then I am journaling. I'm just not journaling in the journal that I showed you. I ended up going to the store and seeing something else. So this is the journal that I showed you on the channel. Do more of what makes you happy. I went in and saw this one and I love the way this one feels. So I have been journaling, not every day, but at least once or twice a week. And I will say that it has improved my mood as far as like I can journal it, write it down, shut the book, leave it alone, and we don't have to stress about it anymore. So this is the one that I'm currently using, and then I still have this one if I run out of paper in this one. But I think this is beautiful. It has all the little coffee, types of coffee on the spine, and then today's good mood is sponsored by Coffee Lovers Club. So I do like this one, and I love the way this feels. So we're journaling, we're bullet journaling, we're paper planning, we're digital planning. So let's get into this spread. So the sticker books that I will be using for this spread is going to be Live Love Posh's Jewel Tone Blooms. And then I will bring in some girls or some quotes from Wrong Wrongs I Can and I Will sticker book. So the stickers that I have picked out because I love florals is going to be these. And let's get started, shall we? So with Live Love Posh, you get some boxes with these. And so I'm still going to start with my boxes. And I think they're beautiful. I hope y'all can see that. And so I have my schedule over here to the side. And this is week. Yes. So this is a holiday, Martin Luther King Jr. Do I have I think I have a sticker for that, but it's going to be smaller. Hold, please. Okay, so I was looking for a holiday sticker. The one I have, I don't like, so I'm not going to use it. I may just end up writing that in. So, you know, I love a corner sticker, so we're going to start with our corner sticker. Let me find my tweezers. So I had to clean up my office because I wanted to, I feel like sometimes if your space is not up to standards or you feel overcrowded in your workspace, you tend to not want to be in that workspace. And that's what was happening in my office because I was sitting at this desk and trying to put my planner together, like put it on the disc and take the disc off the old planner and figure out, well, where am I going to store the old planner? I ended up putting it in the box that this planner came in, and I'll figure something out later. I don't know that I'll put it back on disc per se, but it was just very cluttered and crowded in here, and I was like, I cannot work like this. So I ended up changing some things around, organizing some things, throwing some things away, and so far so good. So I have like all of my planner supplies and things kind of off to the side of my desk on this side of my desk, and then like all of my other stuff off to the other side, so that it's a little bit more organized, but I'm not sure how much more. So I'm all about symmetry, and I think that you can put together a spread fairly quickly. You don't necessarily have to do symmetry. I just love colorful boxes. I think that's where we are with it. And so the 3 spreads that I did, I just turned on like some instrumental music one day, or actually I think I was watching like a series on Netflix, and I just turned on some music and I was like, I'm gonna knock these spreads out. And I've already written in the spread, so far this year is starting off fairly good. I've also been dabbling a little bit in Notion on the computer. So Notion is another kind of planning app, and you can do all kind of things with Notion. I am not going to be featuring that on the channel either, but it is very helpful if you're somebody who likes to do like task or to-do list. And so I love to have a little to-do list and check things off. Hence when I put in my dots and things like that. Is that sticker crooked? I think it is. And so Notion works really well as far as that. And then you can also like make little deadlines, and it'll tell you how many days you have before the deadline. So I do love that. I did update that before I even hit record on this video. But I just wanted to come in and check in with y'all and see how you've been doing. So far, the new year is treating me fairly well. I have some things in the works as far as like for my goals and maintaining goals and starting goals and just all kind of different stuff. So it's like I just really started, because you get a fresh start with the new year, and I think everybody starts off strong, and then slowly we start to kind of get away from our plans. So I'm trying my best not to do that this year, and because this last year went by so fast, and it's like you blinked and it was gone, and I'm trying not to do that and miss out on anything or fall off from doing something. So as usual, I am just winging it because I really want to get this spread done, because I want to go ahead and write in it, and I can't write in it if it's not decorated. So I can, I just choose not to. That's the excuse I tell myself anyway. So let's come in with some of these florals around our boxes, and then we're going to do something over here with Sunday and go from there. It's not really much been going on the past week. I was off for a couple days. Just sometimes you just need to take some time off and regroup. And that's what I did. I think I want this here. I haven't cut a sticker down the middle of the page in quite some time. So I think I want to put that one there, and then we'll cut that. And then we'll come in with somebody else. I don't know who. I'll just be picking up stuff. But I have not been in my planner. My last planner, 2025 planner, I was not in that planner at all. And I hate that it went to waste. It didn't necessarily go to waste, because I can definitely like use the pages for something else. I can redate them. I can white them out and use them as, I don't know, give them away, use them as practice sheets. I have no idea. There's so many things you can do if you just don't use your dated planner. But don't think that you have to like get rid of it, because you don't. So I want to come in. Sunday is usually the day that I reserve for resting and resetting, but I want to come in with a box over here. So I'm going to switch things up a little bit, and I'm going to put this box over here some kind of way, kind of halfway down the page. And then I also meal prep on Sundays. I'm supposed to. I did not this past Sunday because I didn't have to work Monday. And so I did not need to meal prep. And I usually just meal prep for my work days. So the meal prep is already made for the remainder of the week. I just got to put it together. It's going to be a salad this week because we're about to start a workout plan next month. January is that trial month. You don't have to worry about doing too much on January. It's that, you know, the new year's here. Get rid of your old habits and get ready to start anew. So I'm going to attempt the workout plan again, and hopefully I can stick with it. I don't know what happened. I think last year I started making excuses. Oh, it's too hot to work out today, or, well, I got that thing later on, so I work out tomorrow, or I'm tired. We'll do it the next day, and then next thing you know, it was 2026. So we just missed the whole year. I was going strong for a while there, though. But then all of a sudden, I say you start making excuses. It's hard to dedicate 30 minutes to an hour to something that'll make you better and healthier. And I just literally fell off. I'm trying to get away from doom scrolling because I will scroll and scroll and scroll and then get influenced by what I see online, go out and buy something or order something, and then it's just a vicious cycle over and over again. And that's no bueno. Alright, we're going to bring in a girl. I haven't put people in my planner yet. So it's very cold around this time of year, so I thought these two girls or any of these would be a good fit. So I think I'm going to bring in her and put her somewhere. It's supposed to snow, I think, sometime. But I'm in the South, and we don't get snow as much. We get it, but it's more of a dusting. But everybody panics when it snows in the South. Everybody runs to the grocery store and buys up all the milk and everything. Like, if you lose power, what you gonna do with that milk? And nobody eats. If you don't eat cereal anyway, then why would you run out and buy up all the cereal and milk? I could get, you know, making a sandwich, because when Helene came through, I think I was out of power for 3 days, and me and peanut butter and jelly got along really well. So I just don't know what you would do with a whole bunch of milk. I think I'm gonna put her. I want her here. I think I could put her here, but then I don't want her over that flour. So I think I'll put her here. And she'll just be, should be down there. And then I think if we bring in one more girl, where would she go? Up here maybe? I don't know. Who would we bring in? We need somebody that's warm. Now she got a coffee cup and ho ho ho. So not December. We could bring her in, but she looks very similar to her. I think that was the 2 pages that I marked out. But I have been reading a lot. I have been spending a lot of time in the bookstore, more time than I probably should, and really just picking up my reading and keeping up and tracking books and things like that. I have currently, like I said earlier in the video, read 6 books so far. My goal for the year is 75 books. And I know you're like, girl, you is not finna do that. But last year I read 69 books. And I wasn't even really keeping up with a goal until somebody asked me, what's your reading goal? And they had to show me how to find it. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess it's going to be 75. So I'm going to try it again because I got very close. But I also want to enjoy what I'm reading. I don't want to just rush through a book and say, yep, I read it, and then not know what I read or what's going on. And so the last book I read was Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. And I enjoyed that book. It was 500 and something pages. But I spent this past Sunday, reading that book. Yeah, this past Sunday reading that book. I don't know when this video will go up. But I really enjoyed it, and I had to slow down because it was definitely a page turner. It sucked me in from the beginning, and I had to tell myself, just slow down, enjoy the book. It's not going anywhere. There's no race. You're not competing against anybody. It's just enjoy what you're reading, and I really did. I think I want this quote back here, but then again, I don't know. This sticker says, "Grow through what you go through," but I think I'm going to cut off the actual florals because it's going to throw off my decor. Let me get my little cutting mat so I don't cut through too much. I want to be able to bear that. Honestly. Tweezers go. So we're going to grow through what we go through. Actually, I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to put MLK Day there when I find a sticker or write it in. And then let's put it right there. Beautiful. All right. So one or two things. I wanted to change my days of the week, but I don't know that I want to because then it's going to make me want to change Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's see if we got purple. Purple has been my color for quite some time. Now we got some purple. We got some purple. So I don't know if I'm going to change the numbers, but I got this Mojo Jojo Plans book. I got it in a planner conference last year, and she has some numbers in here. And so I think if we change to this light purple and change our numbers. See, I don't know if I want to do that though, because that's for a whole month. Now what week is this? 19. So we got the, is that light pink? We might be able to do that. I want this color. And I don't think she has that color here. Remember that this planner starts on Monday. Or this week starts on Monday. And we're just going to go ahead and do it. Because you know why? It's my planner. You got it. And then this spread might be done. I think I'm going to come back in with a few more florals and go from there. Open. But yeah, purple's my color. It's one of my favorite colors. If not evidenced by the nails and the florals and everything else. So the whiteout doesn't bother me. I know you're like, we can see that. I don't really mind. It does not bother me because on a quick flip through, you can't see it. On a quick change of the page, when you flip the next week, it's over with. You've moved on. And that's where we're going to be. Alright. So it starts on the 19th. We're going to come in with our little days of the week. I don't know if I like that, but we're going to leave it. The only reason I don't like it is because it's paper stickers. You know, I'm not a fan of paper stickers. I don't not like paper stickers. I like a clear sticker. But it may help me. We're going to go with it. We might, it'll grow on me. This year is already flying by. It's January's almost out of here. And then we're going to get on into that birthday month. February. It's my favorite month. If you didn't know, I have nothing planned for my birthday. Never really do. I just be thankful to see it. I think I'm gonna do something over here. Feels a little naked in this corner. Let's do this one. I was gonna go down the side of the box. I still can. I just need to mentally prepare for what that's gonna look like because I don't know. Hold know why I picked up them little scissors, because I can barely get my fingers in them. But I hope y'all have been doing well. Shout out to my new subscribers. If y'all made it this far in the video, shout out to my new subscribers. I'm glad to have you. I don't know how many came from TikTok. I have been posting a lot of book hauls over there, and I posted my spreads over there. So just whatever comes to mind, I will post it on TikTok, especially when I'm feeling like, I don't know, silly. I'll post it over there. But for the most part, I don't know. And that's that's why I want to be in my planner more, because I'm spending way too much time on TikTok scrolling. I don't know that I want that there, but we're gonna leave it for now. It adds a little character. Let's come in with these leaves. They just begging to be used. They are just begging to be on the page. But where they gonna go? We'll put one right there. Okay, we ain't got but one to use. Came in with a plan, and then the plan derailed. I'll put one right there. Now we need some quotes, and this spread gonna be done. Ain't that beautiful? So I have these packs. I don't know. I never did really like these stickers because they're so small, but we're gonna use them anyway. So, and I said I wasn't gonna order a planner, and here we are. But I went back and forth about it for quite some time. Like I said, I really did like the layout of the planner, or I do like the layout of the planner, and I just had to have it. I wanted to give myself a do-over. Let us stay focused. We're going to stay focused right about there. And then that, I'm telling you, a clear sticker in a black color or black font is just, I don't know, it just makes it jump off the page. Work hard, play hard. Let's do that. Definitely got to work this week. Got to work every week, man. I don't know that I want that. As soon as it came off the page, because now I'm going to want to get rid of you. I think I'm going to have to get rid of you. Unless I find another quote in here. I don't think I can. Especially that color. And then we can alternate it. We can move one of them over there. It's Hope. And it's in purple. I may have to cut you out. Because I tell you, it's all about symmetry. And for me, anyway, in my planner, I have to have some symmetry. So I cannot sit here and look at that and be like, yeah, that's how I want it. Because that is not the case. Okay, so I think I'm going to put work hard, play hard over here. And then we're going to put where flowers bloom, so does hope. About right. No. It's going to be on the same day. Absolutely not. We're going to put it right here. I know I said I was going to write in Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I might just put it on one of my bullet points, or I could cut this flower out of the way. We'll figure something out. Once I start writing in it, I really don't care where I write. I just want the decor down to start. So yeah, so we have a balance of quotes. I love that for me. Let me see. What else do we need? Do we need a little washi tape? I think no. This may be too much. That might be too much. That might be a little too much purple. Or what about that one? Ooh. I think that's going to set it off. Because it's light enough to be perfect, but not too much. So now she got to move up a skosh. Either that or we cut her feet off. I don't know what I want to do with her feet yet. Should we cut her feet off? Let's move them up first, and then she may can sit on the washi tape. She may have to move up altogether. Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. I think my X-Acto is tired of me because my blade will not stay straight. Like, it's not tightened up in there. So we're going to have to go to the old washi tape cutter from Live Little Porsche. Get the same results. Now, do we want her feet on there? I might be able to deal with that. I don't know. I'll probably look at this later and be like, girl, you about to lose your shoes. And cut her feet off. I don't know. Now, do I want this down here or do I want it up top? I feel like I want it up top. I like to move that dot down. I think I want it up top. I think that just does something. I don't necessarily like it. I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know if I want it across from the other one or not because it seems a little crowded down there. I don't know. And I don't want it going up under that flower. I think it's the main deterrent for me. And then that'll take your eyes away from that white out up there. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Move that dot down. I don't know what we're going to write in that area. But we got to have that symmetry now. We don't have nothing else in life. We got to have symmetry. What you think? Part of me wants to put a dot over here in these boxes. But I don't think I am. I might put a line in them boxes if I can figure out what I did with my stencils. I don't know that I want this to be lined though. I think I am going to do stencils, but I'm going to do it with a pencil. So if I don't like it, I can get rid of it. Now the question is, where's my pencil? I can't keep up with nothing, y'all. I said I organized this room, but I guess I didn't. Because these were not where they were supposed to be. The stencil, they were not in the stencil area. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't know that well, let's just see. If I don't like it, I can erase it. And then we'll go back in if I do like it and do it in pen. But I'm not a line in a box kind of girl. But it's a new year, new me, so we'll see what happens with that. I just wanted to see it. I can't see it if it's not on the page, you know? Beautiful. We'll clean that up. Maybe we'll put like a little quote over there, a little inspirational quote, and then we'll come in with something else. She's gonna lose her feet because her sticker ain't sticking. But what y'all think about this spread? I think it's growing on me. I think it's growing on me. Let's put it back in the planner on the disc and see what happens. Sometimes you got to see it next to them discs before you can make a decision on what it looked like. And so with see, that's why with the expander disc I always add in pages, and this planner is already bursting at the seams because I've added in a bunch of papers at the back for my social media planner, and then it's busting at the seams. I added in the tabs at the top and then something else. Because I jot down a lot of notes. Like, I'll be talking to somebody on the phone and they'll be telling me stuff and I just start like jotting it down. And then when it comes time for me to keep up with it, I can't find a little piece of paper. So I've been trying to use my little block pad of paper that I bought last year, I believe, to keep up with like my notes and stuff. And so far it's been helping. So I've been using this to try to keep up with things, and I'll just, you know, jot stuff down, and then I can do that front and back, and it fits into my planner. I love that for me. So what do you think about this spread? I think it turned out really cute, and now we can go on with our life, and the week is ready. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you're returning, welcome back. Shout out to all my new subscribers, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.